Hello, greetings, welcome to all you ghouls who decided to tune into this video. I'm really sick, so I sound
Really sick.
apologies for that. I'm gonna try and be as upbeat as possible, even though I'm feeling like a walking corpse, but we'll see how this voiceover goes. Might have to do it a couple of times, but we'll see. In this video, I'm going to be talking about fears and where fears come from and why we have them. Specifically, I'll be talking about my fear of the ocean and why I think I have it and where I think it came from. I don't have a degree, I don't know any of this stuff, I didn't really do any research, so it's just gonna all be just me talking about it and sharing my opinions, so which you probably don't even care about, but you're here, so while I have your attention, I just wanted to mention that you can get this artwork along with 4 others as a digital download / wallpaper in the link in my description to my coffee shop for just €2. So 5 artworks for €2 sounds like a good deal to me.
I'm just going to put a little warning in here because the things that I'm going to be talking about is my fear of the ocean, and this is a big fear that I have, and I'm going to be putting in pictures to help explain what I'm talking about when I say I have a fear of the ocean and the things that scare me. Some of the things I'm going to be describing might be spooky or scary to you, I'm not sure. Like, if you are afraid of the ocean, or you think that seeing images of that nature might spook you, you might just want to skip to whatever time I'm going to insert on the screen right now.
One of my biggest fears in the whole world since I can remember, literally since I was like 3 years old, is the ocean. And I don't know what it is about the ocean. It's not like I was thrown into it as a child when I didn't want to and I was bawling my eyes out and I nearly drowned. Nothing happened. There was nothing like that dramatic that happened in my life. But when me and my family went on a holiday, I think I was 3 or 4, and one of the activities we did was go out into the ocean on a boat, and there is a video of me like bawling my eyes out, snot bubbles, everything, like bawling my eyes out because I'm on a boat and I thought I was gonna die, and I never grew out of it. And then I made the stupid mistake of playing this video game called Subnautica. Subnautica is a video game where you play as a character who has been stranded on an alien planet covered in water. The whole planet is water, and you have to survive, and obviously there's alien creatures, all this other stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, I have always believed that that we should be exploring the ocean, not the stars right now, because we still don't know like what's really down there. Like, there could be anything down there and we would never know it because it's not explored yet. Like, I'm pretty sure we have a better map of like Mars, we have a better map of the moon than we do of our own oceans. That is terrifying. Like, how how do people not get like creeped out thinking about this? Like, I could think myself to death about this, because then, like, putting aside the animals that live in the water and all that other stuff, the sheer force of water, like, let's just say you're at a day at the beach. If you saw a tsunami coming at you, there is absolutely nothing you could do. Like, that feeling of helplessness absolutely terrifies me. Like, you've zero control over it and you have to watch it come at you. Like, are you going to die from the impact of the wave? Are you going to drown? Is there going to be debris that's going to break your neck? Like, you've no idea what it is that's going to be, like, what it is that's going to, like, kill you. And then there's also another thing. The fear of, like, the idea that you could be stranded in the middle of the ocean, just in a make-believe world. You could look below you and not see the ground, just see black. You could look every direction around you and just see black. You wouldn't be able to see the surface, you can't see the ground. You're just surrounded by nothing, but it's not nothing. There is creatures living there that you just can't see. Like, like, I'm actually working myself up talking about this because it amazes me that, like, just normal people don't think about this. I took a very brief break to stop thinking about the ocean. Now I'm going to start talking about the ocean again, specifically Subnautica, because Subnautica does a really good job of making you feel like you're actually trying to survive on an alien planet surrounded by water. For those of you that haven't played it, it's not just they give you like a suit and stuff like that. You're surviving underwater. Your character can breathe underwater. You're living underwater as well. So yeah, and one of the biggest things about Subnautica is that you are all alone on this planet. You are completely and utterly isolated. 0 other people on this planet. And it does an amazing job of portraying the immense solidarity that the ocean makes me feel, and probably makes a lot of people feel too. I think it's such a primal fear to be alone. Like, it feels so, like, underneath your skin to be afraid of being alone. Like, almost like how when humans were first evolving, if you were alone, you were probably going to die. If you're not sticking with your group of people, you're probably going to die. And I think that's where the fear comes from. The fear of being alone, of being left behind, of being forgotten, I suppose. Like, it is so much deeper than, it goes so much deeper than just the fear of the ocean. There's underlying things that go towards that, and I don't have a degree in psychology. I haven't really done any research for this video. This is just me speaking my thoughts with the voice recording on. And I think when you really think about what you're afraid of, that there's underlying things that cause it. I'm really afraid of being alone. Even when I'm in my bedroom. If I'm doing nothing, lying in bed, I need to play music. I need to play a podcast. I need to play rain noises. Anything. At night time, I listen to SpongeBob every single night since like 2015. I've watched SpongeBob because I need noise. Silence terrifies me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's that innate fear of being alone and being isolated. It all leads back to the same thing, really. So, I don't know, I guess think about your fears from different perspectives. Another one of my biggest fears, I'll talk briefly about this, is masks. Like, not specifically like Michael Myers, like, I'm talking about anyone that covers up their identity. That could be if you're in a theme park and there is someone there in a costume. They're wearing a mask. And that just scares me. There was one time a couple of years ago I was going on one of those like 4D roller coasters for Halloween, and one of those digital ones or whatever. They're not real. And the guy who was like taking our tickets and everything was dressed up. I think it was like in a fursuit or something. And it just terrifies me that they're or like clowns even, because they're doing the exact same thing of like covering their actual faces, and that's just scary to me. It always has been. Like, there is videos of me crying next to these people in costumes because I'm that terrified of them. And it's not something I can explain, but I'm sure you can read into that and say, like, I'm afraid that I am being lied to, or like these people are manipulating me, and I'm afraid of that manipulation. I'm sure you can like really think about it from a different perspective. There's some other common fears out there that I've thought about before, like the fear of, claustrophobia, the fear of confinement. That can mean, you can read into that so much. That can mean so many different things, like the fear of change, the fear of routine as well. That's a real fear. And like, it's so hard to explain where all of these fears come from. Like, I'm sure there is science into why we have fears and things like that, but it's nice to think about, It's nice to speculate by ourselves with our own feeble little minds. Well, if you made it to the end of the video, congratulations, listening to my rambling. I think I'm just going to talk about the painting that's been going on in the background just briefly. This painting is in response to Hi Alley Cat's prompt list. The first prompt was feathers, and this is what I came up with. I really wanted to draw a witch, and I really wanted to draw a bird, so I drew a bird and I drew a witch, and birds have feathers, and the prompt was feather, so there we go. This is my interpretation of that prompt list. If you're interested in some colouring pages, phone wallpapers, digital downloads, character backstories, check out the link in my description to get to my coffee, where you can receive all of that if you become a member. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the spookiest of Halloweens and get lots of goodies. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram @Artentics to see more of my work. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I enjoyed editing. Don't forget to have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!